Broncos country, what's going on? Hope you guys are having a wonderful Friday, wonderful start to your weekend. There's some Javonte Williams news circulating. I'm going to get to commenting on it, tell you guys why I believe it to be true to some extent. And first off, I want to say thank you so much to all who took part in watching, commenting, engaging with myself, Jeremy, and Marquee Sports yesterday on our roundtable. I'll link part 1 and 2 of our discussion in the comments in the description. Please go subscribe to Marquee Sports and smash that like and subscribe here as you'll let me know your thoughts on Javonte Williams in the comments. So let's go ahead and get into it. So you probably have seen this circulating Twitter today. ML Football, which is credentialed media, at least that's what they say, published this report. Former Broncos standout running back Javonte Williams appears to be on the roster bubble and could even be released before the season. Williams struggled last season coming off an ACL tear. The former second-round pick has shown his talent, though, when healthy, and Sleeper NFL coming out. Basically, I wonder if this report that they're quoting is just coming from our friends Cecil Lammy and Andrew Mason, because Sleeper's quoting him. Cecil, that is, saying the top Denver running back looks like Jaleel McGlaughlin right now. Granted, there are no pads in contact right now. Will Javonte Williams even make the team? Lastly, Adam Koffler of Rotoball commented and said, this isn't being reported. It's simply opinions from Broncos beat writers. That said, the Broncos didn't draft a Javonte Williams clone in Audric Estime for no reason. I wouldn't be shocked to see Jaleel McGlaughlin get 50% of the snaps on a weekly basis this season. We'll see what comes from Blake Watson and Semaje Perine as well. But I do believe this because Javonte Williams is going into his last year of his contract, along with Semaje Perine. And I really do think you're only going to see one of those guys on the roster. If you want to take a look at here, let me share my screen. If you look here in the right corner or on the right side, you can see Semaje Perine and Javonte Williams, the cap savings that are given if they are released and or traded. I believe this is the same number if they're traded. Semaje Perine, we can save $3 million moving on from him. Javonte Williams, we can save $1.8 million trading him or releasing him. You wonder, hey, Cowboys need a running back. Okay, Respect My Co's brought that up on Twitter. Yeah, this is kind of how I feel about both Semaje and Javonte. I've spoken a lot about Javonte, but if you can, if these guys, if one of these guys is the fourth, fifth running back on the team, you definitely have to look at moving them for whatever you can get. And I think the most likely candidate to be cut or traded is Semaje Perine because of that cap savings. If he comes into training camp just looking like a brand new version of himself, that's wonderful. Javonte, I would say it's more than likely he's on this roster, but if Semaje Perine looks more explosive than him, what I want are the top four running backs on this roster that give us the best chance this year. Javonte, he doesn't have the luxury of being under contract for multiple years right now with the team, and there really isn't an incentive to hold on to him if we're not going to be giving him an extension, which I don't believe is the case. So I think you either look to move on from him or try and get as much as you can out from him right now, in this last year of his contract. But I don't necessarily see him as a lock to make this roster. I've said it multiple times. I think that everybody in that running back room should be on notice because you got a lot of talent. You got undrafted guys, Blake Watson, Jaleel McGlaughlin. If you've listened to interviews that he's done recently, sounds like he's really coming to establish himself and have a sophomore year breakout for the Broncos. And if he can establish himself as a better pass protector, if Blake Watson and Audric Estime look healthy and they look like they're grabbing pass protection needs at a rapid pace for a rookie, I could see them choosing between Semaje Perine and Javonte Williams. And I would probably go with cutting Semaje Perine because of the cap savings that can be rolled over into the cap next year. But at the end of the day, I don't see Javonte Williams or Semaje Perine on this roster past this year unless something surprising happens with them. I really hope Javonte can get that explosion back that he had prior to that disastrous knee injury. But sometimes that's just not the case. Sometimes guys just don't look the same after that. So I would like to hold out hope for Javonte, but let's just say next month in July, the Cowboys come calling and they say, hey, throw you a 6th-round pick for Javonte Williams. Probably doing that. So y'all let me know your thoughts in the comments. What are your opinions on these rumors that are coming about now? I think they're true. I don't think anybody's job is safe, but I do think more than likely Javonte Williams is on this roster come week 1. So thank you guys so much. Be sure to smash that like and subscribe as you guys comment, share your thoughts with me below. I'll be back tomorrow. And as always, y'all, go Broncos.